everybody wanted India to win. The umpires, the ICC, the BCCI, and we also saw that some of the teams were also willing that India does well, something that you can't digest because there was no communication between the batters. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the show SpinOff. This is your RJ Faisal Ilyas. 9th edition of ICC Men's T20 World Cup is over and India has turned out to be the winner of this tournament. Outstanding team, outstanding results, and it was expected that they are going to give a tough time to South Africa in the finals, and this is exactly what happened in the game yesterday. Although at one point South Africa looked like winning the game, but it wasn't to be. It was the day for Indian team. What a last game for Virat Kohli, and what a last day and last tournament for a coach like Indian coach. And so outstanding performance from India this time around, and after 11 years of hard work they have won an ICC title. Last title that they won was back in 2011. They have won all the games in this T20 World Cup. It was a roller coaster ride for them. We saw a close game against Pakistan, a close game against USA, but they held their nerves throughout the tournament. And what a tournament for the Indian captain. The way he supported his players, Hardik Pandya, Virat Kohli, they have all turned up on the big day, and whenever it was needed, his senior players came out and performed exceptionally well. So a lot of credit goes to the way Rohit Sharma captained the side. And one myth could also be that if he was the captain after Mahendra Singh Dhoni, he could have won a lot of titles for India, because Rohit Sharma is the captain for the titles. The way he's won titles in IPL, and the way he's won Asia Cup for India, and now the World Cup. So outstanding. And Rohit Sharma is the player who has played all the T20 World Cup. Back in 2000 they won the tournament, and Rohit Sharma was there. So after so many years, in the 9th edition, he managed to win the title for India as a captain. If you look at the game, India was fortunate enough to win the toss, although we had analyzed that on this ground batting first or batting second was not that critical, in terms of there were equal records of winning for the team batting first and the team batting second, but India chose to bat first, and we have seen that they've been successful in the semi-finals also. They batted first, although England won the toss, and they kind of scored the similar total, and they have won this game also, but just by 7 runs. And Virat Kohli was the man of the match with the 76 runs of just 59 balls. And this is the Virat Kohli that we all know, who anchors the inning and manages to lead the inning, and people around him make runs. We saw that Akshay Patel scored outstanding 47 of 31 runs, but we saw that bowlers like Jansen, who was so dismal in last year's 50-over World Cup as well, in the semi-finals against Australia. Again, he was so bad in the yesterday's game that he conceded a lot of runs, and the way he was bowling on a pitch where it was so much help for pacers, it was completely bad show from him. And coming back to Indian batting, Shivman Dube, who's been in the side, he also delivered in the final. He scored quick fire 27 of 16, and Rohit Sharma himself scored 9 runs of 5 balls. So like I said, Rohit Sharma was the one who kept on scoring in the beginning, in the middle of the tournament, in the big games, but when it came to final he got out early. But Virat Kohli played his part, and what a final for Virat Kohli. The way he batted was outstanding, and but again, the bowling from South Africa was also not that great. And when we look at South Africa's bowling performance, Keshav Maharaj was good. I mean, on a pitch where spinners had not much help, he was outstanding. He took 2 wickets and conceded only 23 runs. And like we had mentioned in our shows before as well, that everybody wanted India to win. The umpires, the ICC, the BCCI, and we also saw that some of the teams were also willing that India does well and wins the game. The way South Africa batted in the end was something that you can't digest, because they needed at one stage 26 of 28, and they had Miller and Klaassen on the crease, and the way they got out and the way there was no communication between the batters was something that you can't digest. You're playing a final of and a game of this big magnitude, and we saw that there was no communication between South African players. But on the other hand, India was very smart. They were putting the brakes, and when Klaassen hit Akshay Patel for many runs, they actually put the brakes, and that helped them. And after the break, on the first ball, Klaassen got out, and the things were completely different after that. And can you imagine, on a wicket where 180 runs were scored, South Africa could not score 26 of 28 balls in the end. But the credit goes to Indian bowlers and the captain. The way Bumrah bowled in the end was outstanding, and India's fielding was also brilliant, because the way the clutch catch was taken by Surya Kumar Yadav, it was also very critical. And so a lot of credit goes to India, the way they have won the tournament. And it's been many years, but a good farewell to Rohit Sharma. I think Rohit Sharma will still be playing, but Virat Kohli and Rahul Dravid. And we'll also have to wait and see as to what Rohit Sharma does, because he is also a very senior player for India, but he's doing exceptionally well in this format. So we all want these guys to be here in the Champions Trophy next year. That's going to happen in Pakistan. We are going through the big final of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup, the last game, and both these teams who were playing the final were unbeaten, and the only game that South Africa lost was this final, and this game was also in their grasp, but they eventually lost the game. And India has won the final, an outstanding game, and all the senior players will be. We saw how emotional all of them were, and I think a good farewell for all of these senior players. And this is something that India was looking for very badly. So we were going through this game, and we saw that Keshav Maharaj bowled well. He took 2 wickets and conceded 23 runs. Nokia was exceptional on this pitch. Pacers were getting a lot of help. We saw how India reverse swing the ball. Indian bowlers reverse swing the ball in the end, especially Jasprit Bumrah. So South African bowlers were also good, except for Marco Jansen, who conceded a lot of runs. For a pacer to concede 49 runs on this ground was something terrible, I would say, because he was expected to do well against Afghanistan. He took 3 wickets in the semi-finals, but in the finals he was so bad. Had he bowled better, the target would have been much less, but this is what it is. He was not in good form in the finals. And Rabada also took 1 wicket and conceded 36 runs. When we look at the breakup of how India batted, it was outstanding in the sense that they kept on compiling the runs, and which is what we have seen that India has been doing in this World Cup, and they have completely changed their mindset of playing the T20 cricket after their loss in the semi-finals in the last T20 World Cup. And in this entire World Cup, we saw that from the opener to the middle order to the later order, all of these players keep trying and scoring runs. And we saw Akshay Patel's innings was also outstanding, and his 47 runs were so crucial in the end. And despite Rohit Sharma and all of the Surya Kumar Yadav who have been scoring runs in the last few games, despite these guys failing, India could score a good total and win the game by 7 runs. The last trophy that they won was back in 2011, and the way we saw their players being emotional was outstanding to see. And this is the reason why all of these players worked so hard to showcase their talent on such a big stage. So a lot of credit to all of the Indian players. The way they fielded was also outstanding. We were just having a look at the breakdown of Indian batting, and the way they batted in the end was actually the reason why they won this game. So in the power play, they lost 3 wickets and they scored 45, so very bad power play for them. But in the next 7 to 10 overs, they scored 30, and at that stage, Akshay and Kohli had started to take the charge, and from the overs between 11 and 15, so it was a good decision from Rohit Sharma to send the Akshay Patel a bit early ahead of Shivman Dubey. And and between 11 and 15 they scored 43, again good score, and in the overs between 16 to 20 they scored 58 for 3. So outstanding batting from Kohli and Akshar Patel and even Shivman Dubey. And again, I would repeat myself that Rohit Sharma believed on his team, and he went in this game also without making any changes, and all of these guys delivered for Rohit Sharma and for India. The best over for India was the 19th over where 17 runs were scored, and you can imagine when South Africa was batting in the last overs, it was not possible for South Africa to score runs. So the main difference between the two teams was in the death overs, where South Africa was dismal while batting and while bowling, and India was great in the bowling and in the batting as well. So all in all, a good game of cricket, a close game of cricket, and this is what you expect from a game like finals. And if it's one-sided game, it's never good. And great game of cricket. India won it, and like I said, victory that India needed badly. And farewell to a lot of Indian superstars and the coach Rahul Dravid at a very good note. We will further analyze the game, and we'll also talk about what PCB is going to come up with in terms of the changes that are to be made in the team, and especially the captain. He's expected to come out and speak about why we performed so badly in the ICC Men's T20 World Cup. We'll now have a look at how South Africa approached the batting while chasing 177. They could score 169 of the 20 overs, and they lost 8 wickets. And like I mentioned earlier, the way they batted in the end was very dismal and something cricket fans would not have liked. But when you look at how Klaasen played, he was exceptionally well, and the way he hit Akshar Patel, we felt that this game was done and dusted at that time because they needed 26 runs of 28 balls at that stage in the 17th over when Klaasen got out. So Klaasen scored outstanding 52 of 27, and Quinton de Kock, he scored 39 of 31, and his wicket was also crucial because he was outstanding at the crease, but he could not fire. Had he stayed on the crease for a little while, the result would have been different. Stubbs was outstanding as well. He was playing the spinners so well. He scored 31 of 21, and David Miller, who got out in the last over thanks to a great catch from Surya Kumar Yadav. The clutch catch on the final is something that you expect to happen. He scored 21 of 17, and we saw that he was not happy when he got out. And when we look at India's bowling, Hardik Pandya, he took 3 wickets, 3 most crucial wicket in his life. I mean, he got out David Miller, he got out Henrik Klaasen. So outstanding bowling from Hardik Pandya, and he was very emotional, we saw. But the main player who put the brakes on South Africa was Jasprit Bumrah, who's been outstanding in the entire tournament. He again was exceptional, and the way he was reverse swinging the ball, it was feeling like it was 5th day test match wicket. And he took 2 wickets, 2 important wickets, and conceded only 18 runs. And if there was 2 man of the matches in this match, I would say Jasprit Bumrah would have been the second man of the match, but he was outstanding. And Arshdeep Singh, their young pacer who's been outstanding in this entire tournament, he again took 2 wickets and he conceded only 20 runs, and he was also reverse swinging the ball, something that South African senior bowlers like Rabada and Nokia and Janssen could not do, which was completely surprising. And I remember Inzamamul Haq's statement that India gets to reverse swing the ball compared to any other teams. But this is how it is. Everybody wants India to win, and this is how it is. They won the tournament, but they were outstanding throughout. We just went through how India was exceptional in the bowling, and from South Africa, Klaasen and Miller and to some extent Stubbs were outstanding in the batting. I was just looking at how South Africa approached their inning, and it will be interesting to see that in the finishing overs they were completely completely out of sorts, because of which they lost the game. In the power plays, they were 42 for 2 compared to India, who was 43 for 3. It was not a bad thing in the power play. And then between 7 and 10, they were good. They scored 39 for 1. And in that phase, they lost Stubbs, which was an important wicket. We saw that he was doing so well. He was hitting spinners well. And South Africa also changed their batting order. They sent Stubbs early, just like Akshar Patel was sent early. And these two players did the justice to this change in the batting order. And in the overs between 11 to 15, South Africa scored 66 for 1. I think this was the best runs in these overs, and compared to India also they were outstanding. But it was 16 to 20 overs where South Africa lost the game, and like I said, they looked completely out of sorts, and we did not see any communication between the players. And as soon as Klaasen got out, it felt like the next 4 wickets were just doing nothing, and they actually did nothing. They could score only 22 in the last 5 overs, which is something where they lost the game, and they also lost 4 wickets. When we look at India's Pandya, Bumrah, Arshdeep Singh, these pacers were completely unplayable compared to how South African bowlers bowled. So that was the main difference. I think Bumrah and Arshdeep Singh, they conceded so many, they conceded so less runs at the crucial stages, due to which there was pressure on South Africa, and they kept losing wickets at the critical stage. So all in all, a good game of cricket, and we expected India to come hard, and they did so, and they planned it well. They won the toss, they took the right decision, and at crucial stages they managed to win those moments. And the way Virat Kohli batted, the way Akshar Patel batted, the way Jasprit Bumrah bowled, this game was theirs, and they won the game, they won the final. And this ICC trophy has come to them after 2011. So after many years, they have won ICC tournament. We'll further discuss about the 9 editions of T20 World Cup and which teams have won different World Cups. We know that India won the inaugural edition of 2007, but we'll also have a look at the other winners of ICC Men's T20 World Cup. So after this T20 World Cup win, India has won 2 titles. West Indies, England, they also have 2 titles each, and Pakistan has won only 1 title back in 2009. Ever since, we have not won any title. And I've seen a lot of your messages where you guys are saying that when our captain will come out and speak about what has happened. We've already seen that Gary Kirsten, our coach, has come out and said that the team had 2 groups, Shahinshah Afridi group and Babar Azam group. So we need clarity about it. You guys are right. We all cricket fans are waiting actually for Babar Azam, for even the PCB chairman to come out and tell us as to why we had such a bad planning of this tournament, and the selection, the way we approached the games. We lost to a country like USA, who were playing first tournament of this magnitude. So a lot of things to come out of PCB, and the cricket fans are waiting for that. But all in all, this tournament has gone well for certain teams, and India winning the tournament after so many years. But Pakistan fans are still waiting for their board to come out and tell us, because we are kind of one sport nation, and we love this game of cricket just like people in India do. So we expect PCB and the captain to come out and tell the nation as to what happened wrong. We have seen that other nations like New Zealand, they also lost, and we saw that Kane Williamson stepped down as a captain, but we don't see this kind of steps in our nation. But this is how it is. So time to say goodbye to all of you, and SpinOff will come back with the next big event. And for now, I'll say goodbye. I'll see you guys later on, and have a good day. City FM 89's YouTube channel is @CityFM89 official. You can like our YouTube channel and you can subscribe to it.